Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
They are the sounds after the storm. Families forced to live in sweltering heat without power as crews rush to clean up after a round of wicked summer weather. Right off the top here today at 5, DTE says they hope to have 95% of its customers without power back on the grid by the end of the day on Saturday.
Here are some of the other big headlines as we take a look at live pictures from Grosse Pointe. Right now, DTE says 147,000 customers are without power. Also, because of power issues, the city of Ann Arbor is asking people to restrict water to only essential use. And all of this happening in a very hot and muggy day today.
Megan Woods live along the Detroit-Redford border to show us how folks are coping without no power, which means no air conditioning. Of course, we're going to get to her in just a minute.
Yeah, we're going to start though with Tim Pamplin. He's live in Grosse Pointe and the rush to get the lights back on. Tim.
Yeah, it's been a torturous 24 hours out here in the Point. This area hit particularly hard. This cadre of Detroit DTE workers just arriving on the scene here within the last 10 minutes. They've got their work cut out for them. Take a look. It was just 24 hours ago when the storms rolled through southeast Michigan, and for so many, it was lights out.
As quick as the rain hit, the power went out, and that was all she wrote.
We're not just seeing tree breakage, we're seeing trees fall over with roots and all.
Yes, the storm was very, very powerful in places like here in Livonia. DTE has a hierarchical system of getting power restored.
We always start with our most critical customers and infrastructure first. Hospitals, nursing homes, police, fire.
And then they get into our neighborhoods. Here we saw this crew on the east side of Detroit. Drone 4 flying high above in Redford Township as these line workers do their job. But of course, the utility crews can't get to work until all the limbs and branches are removed from their power lines.
Things can be fixed. It's a little hard when it gets to humans.
For Shira residents hit particularly hard in this part of Grosse Pointe. But he and his wife are taking this in stride. They say there's not much they can do.
It is what it is. It's all we can do is maybe walk down to the lake and jump in and cool off and come back and pick up the yard a little more.
Yes, cooling off in the lake is something that they'll probably be doing tomorrow as the temperatures continue to rise, something these line workers simply can't do. They have a job to do. As for Myron, he's got a new campaign slogan.
Clean up and carry on.
Clean up and carry on indeed, as we look up there live with those line workers again just arriving on the scene here along Charlevoix and Neff in the Grosse Pointes. It's going to be a long next 48 hours. Coming up at 6, we'll tell you about an issue down here where the pumping station lost power. That creates a problem for everybody in this area. We'll have an update on that pumping station coming up at 6. Back to you guys.
Okay, Tim, thank you. With DTE saying some people could be waiting until Saturday and beyond to get the power back on, families are forced to spend some sweltering days without air conditioning.
It's asking a lot. Temperatures tomorrow expected to hit 90 degrees, so the power really can't come back soon enough for so many. Megan Woods live in Detroit for us, where there's plenty of cleanup that still needs to be done. Megan.
That's right, Devin, Kimberly. We found the perfect spot to show you what people are facing. We're here on Fenton and Bennett, where you can see people are clearing up their yards. There are large tree limbs that have snapped off into people's yards. There's debris pretty much everywhere. And then you see there are power poles that are down. And on top of all of this, like you mentioned, there are power outages. From Detroit to Livonia to Redford, you'll hear a lot of these and see a lot of damage. What was your reaction?
I can't see it on TV.
Followed by hard work.
It's more than I thought it was looking at it, but it's just hot.
In addition to the damage, there's no power as temperatures continue to rise.
It's a little frustrating, but what are you going to do? You pay them, but sometimes you don't get the service.
We had water, but because it was so hot, we went through more water than we should.
Hopefully it comes on so we could cook and
so you don't have to spend more money.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid spending money on DoorDash or.
With DTE predicting 95% of outages will be restored by the end of Saturday, they're doing the best they can.
Everyone looks out for one another. And that's the only way you're going to survive. Only way. And so we deal with it.
So what's so difficult about this is these power outages aren't just an inconvenience. Tonight at 6, we hear from people who are hoping DTE can get their power restored as soon as possible because their health depends on it. That's coming up in the next hour. Reporting live in Detroit, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
It's a large component of those who are waiting. All right, Megan.
Indeed. Okay, over here in the weather pod with Kim Adams. Before we get to the forecast, we want to just get a sense of how bad those winds were yesterday. I mean, they're toppling over 100-year-old trees.
Well, and people were talking about horizontal rain and wind, and it's because the winds were close to hurricane strength. Now, obviously, hurricane is sustained winds, but a hurricane is 74-mile-per-hour winds. In Romulus, we clocked a 67-mile-per-hour wind. Grosse Pointe Shores, just a mile-per-hour less than that. Most areas saw winds anywhere between 60, even as high as I saw one on my Exact Track 40 radar, 74-mile-per-hour wind. Now, that was a gust and not a sustained wind, but regardless, enough to topple trees and do quite a bit of damage, including power lines. We knew this was going to be an issue. We knew that wind would be the main threat from these thunderstorms, and sure enough, that's what's happening. So here's right now the latest breakdown by county of power outages. 92,000 in Wayne County, 30,000 in Washtenaw. Those two counties took the brunt of the severe weather and also the down power lines, but all over Metro Detroit dealing with these power outage issues. Add to it some heat. 84 degrees right now at Metro Airport. We kept the clouds a little bit longer today than expected, so that kept our temperatures down a bit. But now that the sun is out, we still are going to bump up these temperatures, and the humidity makes it feel like it's in the upper 80s. Even warmer tomorrow, and another chance for severe weather that I'll time out.
All right, Kim, we have had a lot of help tracking the damage from the storm thanks to you and the pictures that you've been posting to My Picks.
Check out this tree that fell right on top of a car in Grosse Pointe. Yeah, we know the damage there is widespread.
Here's a picture from Michigan Medicine in Ann Arbor. The wind picked up a picnic table and sent it flying right through a window. Lots of these pictures coming to us. If you aren't signed up for My Picks, just head to clickondetroit.com. You'll find all the information on the homepage, and keep the pictures coming. We very appreciative of it.
Our other top story tonight, chilling new evidence revealed in court at a key hearing for the Oxford school shooter.
This hearing is what is known as a Miller hearing. It will determine whether he will ever be eligible for parole. Let's warn you, some of what you're about to hear may be disturbing. Sean Lay has been tracking this hearing all day. His journal, Sean, revealed that he spent months planning it.
The shooter, Devin, absolutely clear in his writings. He was obsessed with killing, obsessed with carrying out, he says, the most deadly school shooting in Michigan history. He wrote that he wanted the parents of the students killed to absolutely suffer, and he was clear that he was in a mental health crisis alone with no help.
It was chaos. There were cars, police cars, emergency vehicles, and personal vehicles, all flying to that scene.
Oakland County Sheriff's investigator Timothy Willis dug into that dark day in Oxford, November 30th, 2021. He rushed to Oxford High School on reports of a school shooting. He led the investigation and today revealed new, incredibly disturbing information. But he immediately became emotional when asked to name the victims who were gunned down.
I'm sorry.
With the victim's family in the courtroom, the detective read from the shooter's journal entries that have never been made public until today.
I'm going to rain fire down on this school. I will cause the biggest school shooting in Michigan's history. I will kill everyone I see.
The shooter wrote out his plans months before the shooting, writing he wanted to cause as much pain as possible to the parents of the students. He said he would shoot and kill.
I'm going to record the shooting so when they show the video in court, everyone can see their children and friends dying.
And that is exactly what happened. The Oxford school shooting security camera video was played in court today.
All I need is my 9mm pistol, which I'm currently begging my dad for.
Writings month before this shooting and really living it out in detail here. Now, a teacher, she was shot trying to protect her students. She was on the stand late today. Every word from her, Devin and Kimberly, absolutely riveting and terrifying. We're going to hear from her and why she's speaking out in court today, coming up at 6 o'clock.
Sean, a lot of what was presented today, it must be said, we really couldn't share tonight.
So much of it was so detailed on what he wanted to do, how he wanted to kill, and how he wanted the parents of those he killed to absolutely suffer. And then a lot about animal torture and killing and how it related to that. Yeah. And he said he was absolutely out of control and no one was helping him.
All right, Sean.
Survivors of Dr. Larry Nassar are taking Michigan State University to court. In a new lawsuit, the women claim the university violated the Open Meetings Act when the decision was made to keep thousands of documents in the Nassar investigation secret. Mara McDonald is live on this story tonight. Mara, this is all about how complaints against him were handled by the school.
Kimberly, that's right. And what this lawsuit is trying to do is get some 6,000 documents released from the university. Now, these are documents that the university says are covered by attorney-client privilege. Let me show you.
MSU has paid out nearly $500 million in settlements to Nassar survivors, but what it hasn't done is release thousands of documents the state attorney general tried to get her hands on when her office launched an investigation into MSU's handling of Larry Nassar, an investigation that went nowhere.
I personally believe that the MSU trustees, as well as their counsel, their legal counsel, intentionally violated both the Open Meetings Act and the FOIA statute.
And that's precisely what this lawsuit is claiming in an effort to release these documents. The university maintains all of these are records that are covered by attorney-client privilege. The lawsuit is arguing these were secret decisions made by the board.
Michigan State has never done the right thing. These documents have been sitting there waiting to be read by the public and by survivors.
Secret votes by the MSU Board of Trustees and failure to comply with Freedom of Information Act requests demonstrate a complete disregard for the survivors in this community. It's disgusting. These are elected public servants. They are accountable to nobody but the law.
Back here live, the official word out of the university tonight is that it does not comment on pending litigation and it has not yet been served. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara. Well, we saw trees down, we saw roads blocked. This was a different kind of damage.
Check out the side of this building. Thanks to some really strong winds. We'll tell you what's going to happen here next.
Also, a big message for the Trump team after a federal grand jury met today in Washington, D.C. What they were told about new charges coming. Hank.
This neighborhood on the west side, it's now been cleaned up. The city helping us come to the rescue. Take a look at what it looked like a few days ago. Tonight, city leaders with an important message to those responsible.